Good morning, Your Honor. This is the jail.
Hi, how are you today?
We're doing great.
Me too.
Is it okay if I could advise the court today that Lobata Steven could not come to court today due to him being in quarantine?
Yes, thank you. I'll roll him over, I guess, until tomorrow, and I'll try to see him then. Hopefully he's recovered, whatever he has going on.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. Do we have any victims this morning?
Mhm.
I think you see everything.
Hello.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Unlawful, Michael Montijo.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance today.
Good morning.
You were indicted by the grand jury here in Pima County. Upon grand jury return, the judge set a bond of $50,000. Does the state have a recommendation in this case?
Morning, Judge Ryan again for the state. Yes, sir. We're asking for $50,000, which is that amount on the warrant. I would note the facts alleged against Mr. Montijo are that he strangled his girlfriend not once but twice after she tried to break up with him, and then he threatened to kill her. According to the pretrial services report, he still lives with that girlfriend who is the victim. I didn't note anything in the report about alternate housing. Lastly, I would point the court to his lengthy domestic violence history, including the fact that he's on probation for that. There were multiple cases of domestic violence despite his young age of 17. So for all those reasons, we're asking the court impose the amount on the warrant, please. Thank you.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
Absolutely. So generally, I defer to the Superior Court judges on warrants. I just do. You can do whatever you like. And they can always file a motion to change.
Your Honor, I'm ready. So I just spoke with Mr. Montijo. He does have housing with his father, but it sounds like the victim in this case doesn't live there. She just stays there occasionally. With them. So she does have her own housing. He is a full-time student. He's only 17, so he's in high school. He doesn't have an active NBCA flag despite the state's allegations here. He's only scoring a 1 on the FTA scale, a 2 on the NCA scale. He's never previously arrested on this incident, Your Honor, and this is back in November. I don't have any new offenses that he committed. So for all those reasons, and given his age. If you are inclined for a bond, we are asking for no more than a $10,000 bond.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this case. I'm going to set this matter for an arraignment on February the 24th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. I'm going to affirm the bond amount issued by the Superior Court judge in the amount of $10,000 or $50,000. I'm sorry. I'm going to impose the following conditions: don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no contact with any victims, don't return to where the victim lives or works. And I am appointing the office matter. So your next court date is going to be the 24th, which is good luck to you.
What the? Thanks. I'm like that. Mr. Ray.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please? I'm sorry, I didn't hear your name.
Eric Bota.
So you're here today on charges of interfering with judicial proceedings. Do you understand why you're here today? This is a
Kinda.
misdemeanor out of justice court. There was a prior protective order in your case and you're alleged to have violated that. What I'm going to do is set a bond at $500, give you a new court date of Tuesday. At 1 p.m., I'm appointing Jill Glucken to be your lawyer. If you are released and post the bond, you must appear in court on Tuesday.
No, you're good. Thanks.
sure you make your court dates, all right?
All right, yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Driscoll,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Elizabeth Driscoll.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have disorderly conduct, criminal damage, and assault charges out of Oro Valley. You're also on release on those charges as well. Do you understand why you're here today?
That I'm confused because I mailed Neville the compliance, the compliance letter that he then went and had notarized. And he told Rebecca Sutton, the deputy prosecutor, told him it was fine for me to go there. She was fine with me going there and helping to take care of him because he's completely incapacitated. And so she told him that it was fine for me to go there. And that is why I went there.
Okay, well, obviously you got arrested again. What I'm going to do is set your bond at $2,000 and give you a new court date of Wednesday. I'm going to appoint Mr. Glenn to be your lawyer. If you post the bond, you will be released and you'll appear in court on Wednesday. Mr. Glenn will be there in person. If not, we'll be able to speak with him through our video link. If you post the bond and the conditions of release are have no contact with this Mr. Neville and not return to that scene and remain law abiding. So your new court date is next Wednesday, which is the 19th.
Your Honor, what kind of bond is that? Because I would post my diamond necklace, a 1.2 carat diamond necklace, and it was stolen from me when I was here last time, 3 weeks.
Okay, well, it's a cash secured bond, so you can use a bonding agent if you wish.
Okay, because that necklace went missing in the custody of.
That's between you and the sheriff, ma'am. That's not something that I can deal with today.
Okay.
All right. All right, I'll see you on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. That's the 19th. See you on Wednesday.
No say more about it. No say.
broad day, Richard. You're right there. Dorothy.
Can I have your name, please?
Richard Duarte.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct an initial appearance on your case today. You're charged with disorderly conduct and threat. I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of March the 18th at 10:30 a.m. in Justice Court here in downtown Tucson. Conditions of release are don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, commit no acts of domestic violence, no firearms. Don't return to the scene of the crime, have no contact with any victims. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police to get that property, but you must contact the police before you go there and make arrangement for a time and place to be there. Do you understand you're being released, but you must appear at future court hearings?
Yes.
Okay, good luck to you.
Will I receive a paper to?
Yes, you will.
saying that-
Everybody in the jail gets a piece of paper with that on it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bra.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Aaron Lee Gerby.
You're here today on DUI charges. Also, you have warrants out of the city of Tucson. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the city of Tucson case, I'm going to release you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And give you a new court date of March 17th.
Yes, Your Honor.
You need to appear in court or another warrant will issue for your arrest.
I will be there, sir.
At some point, you won't be released anymore if you don't show up, so it's important.
I'll show up. I promise. Thank you, sir.
All right, let's talk about your justice court case now. You have a new DUI drugs case. I'm going to release you
Thank you, Your Honor.
and give you a new court date on that matter
Yes, Your Honor.
on March the 18th at 8:30 in the morning.
I'll be there, I promise.
And the one in justice court is at the justice court here in downtown Tucson. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. And the other one's down at the city court?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Standard release conditions will apply
Yes, Your Honor.
in this case, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Go back on there. Yes.
Get it.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jose Gutierrez.
Okay, you're here today because you have 3 warrants out of justice court. Do you understand why you're here today? What I'm going to do is set a bond in each of these cases in the amount of $250. I'm reappointing Mr. Parvin to be your lawyer. I'm going to impose standard release conditions, including no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. I'm giving you a new court date of this Tuesday, 2 days from now at 1 p.m. with Judge Steele. Your total bond is going to be $750. If you post that, you will be released. If you do not, you will remain in custody until Tuesday, where your lawyer and yourself will appear before the judge.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, that's all.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Kathleen?
Good morning. Can I have your name?
David Heffley.
I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance this morning. You're charged with disorderly conduct and threats. Do you understand why you're here today? And that's
Yes,
out
sir.
of, that's out of Marana.
Yes, I understand.
I'm going to release you on this matter with standard release conditions, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. I'm going to give you a new
Okay.
court date in Marana on March the 19th at 10 a.m. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
We're going to send the paperwork over. Just make sure you make your court date in Marana. Good luck to you.
This was. We could just open. Brandon?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Brandon Hollinger.
Good morning. I'm Judge Hazel. The purpose of this hearing is for me to conduct an initial appearance on your case. You're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage today. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date in Justice Court with Judge Foster on March the 18th at 10:30 in the morning. The Justice Court is here in downtown Tucson. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. I'm going to impose the standard following release conditions: no alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms, and don't drive without a valid license. Additionally, I'm ordering that you not have any contact with any victims and don't return to the incident location. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police and get that property. But you must call the police before you go there, make arrangements to meet at a certain place at that time. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Whoa.
What do you think? Hi, can I have your name, please?
My name is Sean Falls.
Okay, sir, you're here today because you have charges of assault, unlawful imprisonment, criminal damage, disorderly conduct. Do you understand why you're here?
I do.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date. That new court date's going to be March 18th at 1:30 PM in Tucson City Court with Judge Million. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police. Additional conditions are no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Do you understand those release conditions?
I understand them. I have one question. Where the event happened is my residence. So am I gonna have to move somewhere else at that point, or?
Yep. Until your next court date.
Okay, I understand.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Regina?
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Regina Kusarek.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of assault and disorderly conduct. Do you understand why you're here? These are out of Tucson City Court.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to release you, give you a new court date of March the 17th at 9:30 in the morning. Standard release conditions will apply, including committing no acts of domestic violence, no firearms, no weapons, no alcohol, no drugs. You must appear in Tucson City Court on March 17th at 9:30 in the morning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to be released. You're going to get a copy of this paperwork. Make sure you make your court date, okay?
I live with my mom, so what am I supposed to do about my stuff?
You're allowed to go back and see your mom. She wants you back. She's a better person than I am. So yes, you can go back over there.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Angelina?
Angela?
Angela?
Hi, can I have your name?
Angela Nunziato?
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct an initial appearance on your case today. You're here today charged with criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of March the 18th at 1:30 PM in Tucson City Court with Judge Million. Standard release conditions will apply in your case, including no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Additionally, I'm going to order that you don't return to the scene of the crime and not have any contact with any victims. If you have property at that location, you can return once with the police to get that property. But before you go there, you must contact the police and make arrangements to meet them. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Mhm. Mhm.
Any questions so far? Don't pay any attention to Kim going. Keep everyone on time.
This one? Yes.
Can I have your name, please?
Karen Serrato.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance today. You're here today charged with assault and disorderly conduct. I'm going to release you, give you a new court date of March the 18th at 9:30 a.m. in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, and remain law-abiding. Additional conditions are not to return to the scene of the crime, not have any contact with any victims. If you have,
I live there.
okay, well, you're going to have to find somewhere else, or you could stay there. What would you prefer? So you can find somewhere else to stay then?
That's my place of residence. My child is there.
Okay, well, they don't want you back. So either our choices this morning are for me to keep you in jail to your next court date, or you find another place to go.
I'll just find another place to go.
Okay, all
I
right.
don't know reasons.
All right, good luck to you then.
Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name?
Richard Chacon Barajas. Good morning, Your Honor.
Did you say you're Mr. Chacon?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good. Thank you. Good morning. I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct an initial appearance on your case today. You're charged today with possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes, Your Honor.
The state have a position in this case?
I'm fine with his release, Judge.
And the public defender?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Standard release conditions will apply in your case, including supervision through pretrial services. Your new court date is going to be March the 10th at 1:30 in Justice Court for a preliminary hearing. Do you understand that you must appear in court on March the 10th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You are being released. Make sure that you make your next court date, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Judge, I have that he's steps eligible.
Well, nobody mentioned it, so that's why I didn't say that on my paperwork, so I didn't,
It's the
The drug treatment court.
so. Can you send it back to him, or is it in,
more that. What's the difference?
okay. So what's the state's position on steps in his case?
Judge, I checked it on my written recommendation. It looks like he's eligible.
All right, so is he waiving time for timely preliminary hearing then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, you're eligible for a diversion program according to the attorneys. So your preliminary hearing date is going to be pushed out to April the 2nd, but your review hearing for steps will be February the 25th at 9 o'clock. That's where you'll go and discuss with them the diversion program and what that involves, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Good luck to you.
I think
Oh. So now I'm getting some error messages, Kim. I don't know if it saved the changes or not. Any suggestion how to get out of him?
Hello.
You want to talk this way? Okay. You're here.
Can I have your name, please? Hey, hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct an initial appearance on your case. You're here today charged with burglary. Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm asking for a $25,000 bond plus pretrial services if that bond is posted, primarily based on the nature of the offense and the fact that he is less than 2 months off of parole. I'd note that the new criminal activity scale is the highest it can be at a 6, and the failure to appear scale is almost there at a 5. So for those reasons, we're asking for a bond.
Okay, thank
Just a
you.
moment, Your Honor. We'd actually be asking that you consider pretrial services in this matter. It is considered a nonviolent offense. He does have housing at Rescue Gospel Mission, and he's been working with their program to work for a roofing company. He's been verified to live in Tucson for at least 9 years. So given all those factors, Your Honor, we'd ask you give him a shot on pretrial services to keep his job and his housing. If you are inclined for bond, then I don't believe anything more than a $7,500 bond is necessary in this case.
All right, thank you. I'm going to do the following things. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on February the 25th. I'm going to set a cash secured bond in the amount of $5,000 if posted relief through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Appoint the public defender to represent the defendant. No contact with any victims, and don't return to the incident location. So, sir, your next court date is February the 25th at 1:30 in Justice Court for a preliminary hearing. And I have appointed a public defender to represent you. The one thing they do is submit the I've had him tell me, I don't want to, no, it's in the paper. I said, no, state it. So, but you do whatever works for the best. That does help the defendant realize that there's somebody on the other side advocating. It's not just randomly.
Hello.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
Letitia Lutz.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of misconduct with weapons of prohibited possessor. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions in your case. Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Judge, I'm asking for a $10,000 bond plus pretrial services if that gets posted. I would note that's primarily just based on the nature of the offense and the fact that she has a prior conviction. She's a 3 on the NCA scale and a 3 on the FTA scale. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. I do not believe a bond is necessary in this case. It's considered a nonviolent offense. She claims to have housing. She's self-employed and she's been in Tucson for at least 7 years. She does have priors, but they're all drug related. And the last one is from 2010. She doesn't have an active NVCA flag. She's 3 on both the scales, which is considered right in the midway point. So I don't believe a bond is necessary. There's no indication she won't show up for court. And nonviolent offense does not make her a danger to the community. So we'd be asking you release her to pretrial.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this. I'm going to set this for a preliminary hearing on February the 26th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to set the bond at $1,000 cash security posted through pretrial service supervision then. Standard release conditions will apply with further conditions of no firearms. And if the defendant is released and has firearms, to be surrendered to law enforcement. I'm also going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent her. Ma'am, your next court date is February the 26th at 1:30 PM in Justice Court. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Contigo, Omar.
It should be the Spanish one. Do we have the interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. I believe this is the Spanish case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, can I have your name?
Señor, ¿me puede decir su nombre, por favor?
Omar Urquijo, vecino.
Omar Urquijo Salcido.
Good morning, sir. I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance.
Muy buenos días, señor. Yo soy el juez Hazel y yo voy a realizar su comparecencia inicial.
Buenos días, señorita.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You're here today because you have warrants for or a charge of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, and prohibited possessor of a weapon. Do you understand why you're here today?
Bueno, señor, el día de hoy usted está compareciendo porque tiene órdenes de arresto. Usted tiene una acusación por posesión de droga peligrosa, posesión de accesorios de droga y también porque usted posesión de un arma y usted es una persona que no tiene el permiso para la aportación de armas. ¿Usted entiende por qué está aquí?
¿Puedo defenderme? ¿Puedo hablar?
Can I say something to defend myself?
This isn't the place for that.
No, hoy no es el momento para hacer eso.
Que no tenía yo. No tenía arma yo. Bueno, entonces sí, uso personal que yo tenía, pero no sabes.
No, I have never owned a weapon. I did not have a weapon. I mean, drugs, yes, it was for personal use, but no, not about the weapon.
Okay, thank you. So,
Gracias, está bien.
the state have a recommendation?
Y le pregunta
Judge,
después al fiscal que si tiene alguna recomendación y dice que sí el fiscal. Va a hablar el fiscal.
I'm sorry, Madam Interpreter. Judge, I'm asking for a $1,000 bond for time credit. I would just note he has an ICE hold.
Dice el fiscal, su señoría, yo solicito que el señor se le fije una fianza de $1,000 y también porque se le dé crédito por el tiempo que ha estado detenido. Y quiero mencionar que tiene una orden de detención de la Agencia de Migración de ICE.
Attorney for the defendant?
¿El abogado defensor desea decir algo?
Given the ICE hold, we are also comfortable with the $1,000 bond for time credit.
All right, thank you. So,
Y dice el abogado defensor que sí, que debido a que existe esta orden de detención a la Agencia de Migración, estamos de acuerdo con que se le fije la fianza de $1,000 por el tiempo que ha estado detenido.
sir, I'm going to take the following actions.
Señor, yo voy a tomar las siguientes acciones, dice el juez.
I'm going to set your matter for a preliminary hearing on February the 26th at 1:30.
Voy a fijar una audiencia preliminar para usted el día 26 de febrero a la 1:30 de la tarde.
I'm going to set your bond at $1,000.
Voy a fijarle fianza de $1,000.
Standard conditions of release will apply.
Y las condiciones de liberación en general normales aplican a usted,
Including not to possess any firearms,
que incluye que usted no debe de poseer ningún tipo de arma de fuego.
if you are released, you must surrender your firearms to law enforcement.
Si usted sale libre, debe de entregar cualquier arma de fuego que tenga a los agentes del orden público.
Lastly, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
Y finalmente voy a asignar al defensor público para que lo represente en este caso.
Good luck to you, sir.
Muy buena suerte para usted, señor.
Señor, buenos días.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you. And if the jail could tell me if there's any other Spanish speakers so we could let the interpreter go.
No, Your Honor, that was the only one.
All right. Thank you, Madam Interpreter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Thank you.
No,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Pamela Atkinson.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today, and my job is to do initial appearance. You're here charged with possession of dangerous drugs. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes.
All right, thank you. State have a recommendation in this matter.
Judge, I'm fine with her release to pretrial services. I think she's steps eligible.
Okay, attorney for the defendant.
We'd agree, Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, you're eligible for a diversion program that will allow your case to be dismissed if you successfully complete it. That's called the STEPS program. What I'm going to do, and counsel for the defendant, you're waiving time for a timely preliminary hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to set your matter for a STEPS or diversion hearing on February the 25th at 9 a.m. and then set your matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 2nd. I am releasing you from custody with standard conditions. Additional conditions are no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, and I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. So you are going to be released on this case. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you.
Dela Cruz?
No.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Yes, Alberto de la Cruz.
Okay, you're here today because of two things. You have new charges out of Justice Court. Those new charges are misconduct with weapons. You also have a warrant out of Justice Court as well. So let's talk about your new charges first. Does the state have a recommendation on the new felony charges?
Yes, Judge, I'm asking for a $20,000 bond plus pretrial services if that bond is posted. I would note Mr. Dela Cruz appears to have multiple prior felony convictions, most recently for aggravated assault, yet he still possesses a weapon when he's not allowed to. So based on that, we're asking for a $20,000 bond.
The defendant, attorney for the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. We don't believe a bond is necessary in this case. He claims to have housing and employment. This is considered a nonviolent offense. He does have priors, but the last one is from 2020, where he successfully completed probation without violations. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag. He's only scoring a 3 on the FTA scale. It looks like in that old case where he was on probation, he was held on a $7,500 bond for several months and was unable to pay that. So if you are inclined for a bond, then we'd be asking for no more than $7,500 as that is where his financial situation is.
All right, thank you. So first on the new felony charges, I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on February the 26th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to set a $5,000 cash secured bond if bond is posted and released through pretrial. Standard release conditions will apply, including additional conditions: no firearms, no weapons, no alcohol. If the defendant possesses weapons and he is released, he must surrender those to law enforcement. Also, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. Sir, your next court date is the 26th at 1:30 on the new felony matter. Let's go back to your Justice Court matter. On your Justice Court matter, I'm going to appoint Mr. Grinkwitz to be your lawyer. I'm going to set a $250 bond and give you a new court date of Tuesday, 2 days from now at 1 p.m. with those standard conditions that I went over earlier. So your total bond is $5,250, but you do have court on Tuesday on the next case, the next court work day. Good luck to you, sir.
Say something, please.
You might want to talk to your lawyer before you say anything.
Or you can tell the judge. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. I have 3 kids. I have a 4, a 3, and a 2-year-old, and I have a 1 on the way. And I mean, my girlfriend really needs my help out there. I don't know if I'll have the $5,000 to bond out. And I have a real good job with the city. And that's if I can just get released to pretrial services, that would be possible.
No, I've already made my decision. Good luck. Good luck to you, okay?
Flores.
No. Peter. It's Peter. Julio. Please.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Julio Alfonso Estiff.
Okay, hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today for 2 things. You have a warrant out of the city of Tucson, and well as new charges of unlawful flight from law enforcement. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Judge, the state's asking for a $30,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. Judge, I don't always ask for a bond in charges like this, but the facts here warrant a significantly high bond based on what Mr. Esquer put the community in and the position he put the community in and the safety he jeopardized in this community. He fled from police officers when they tried to stop him at speeds exceeding 120 miles an hour on the interstate, weaving in and out of traffic and passing cars on the shoulders in order to get away from police, which he ultimately did. They had to terminate the pursuit to keep people safe. This is just such a great risk to the community. He's lucky he didn't hurt anybody here. I would note he has a prior felony conviction that then got designated a misdemeanor that was for aggravated robbery. He's got a history of failing to appear for court with a failure to appear on a resisting arrest case. I don't have a lot of confidence that he'll come back to court. He's a 5 on the new criminal activity scale, a 6 on the FTA scale. So for all those reasons, but particularly the speeds of 120 miles an hour or more, we're asking for a $30,000 bond.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, just one moment. Okay, Your Honor, we were shot on retrial or at the very least a much lower bond than the 30,000. Despite the state's statements, this is still considered a nonviolent offense. He also wasn't charged with endangerment. He was charged with unlawful flight. He does have his own housing, which is verified. He's a crew lead at his employment job, and he has support with his mother. He doesn't have an active NVCA flag, and as the state noted, he does have a prior, but it was designated a misdemeanor because he did so well on probation. He had no violations. Back then, he was also held on a $5,000 bond that he wasn't able to pay. So if you are inclined for a bond, then no more than $5,000.
All right, thank you. So let's deal with the new felony matter first. I'm going to set the bond at $10,000, set this matter for a preliminary hearing on the 26th at 1:30. That'll be a cash secured bond. If posted, it will be released through pretrial. Standard release conditions will apply. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. Let's go on to his warrants from Tucson City Court. The Those involve obstructing a public highway, failure to abide police. On the Tucson City case, I am going to set the bond at $500 and set this matter for a video review and appoint the public defender. That new court date for the video review will be the 25th. If he's released, he must appear on March 25th at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court with standard release conditions. Good luck to you, sir.
Flores,
Hello.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Oscar Manuel Flores.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of DUI, hit and run, and criminal damage. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
They'd have a recommendation on release in this case.
Judge, I'm okay with Mr. Flores' release to pretrial services under certain conditions, including that he not consume any alcohol or illegal substances, that the court impose substance abuse counseling and treatment as directed by pretrial, and that he not drive without a valid license. I am asking that the court, if it's inclined to release him, put him under the supervision of pretrial. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
But we have no objection to release him under pretrial or those conditions.
Okay, sir, I'm going to order that you be released. I'm going to set your matter for a preliminary hearing on March the 10th. You must appear on March the 10th on these charges or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Standard release conditions will apply in this case, with the additional condition that you are being released through pretrial and you must follow all their recommendations. Also, you don't have any contact with any alleged victims and don't return to the incident location. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. So, sir, you're being released and your new court date is March the 10th. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Your Honor. Thanks, Your Honor.
You have a good day.
¿tú quieres? ¿Tú quieres?
Hello.
How you doing?
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Diego Gutierrez.
Yeah, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on a warrant for your arrest out of Superior Court. You failed to appear in Superior Court, and Judge Lansom issued a warrant in the amount of $10,000 that was issued on December the 31st. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Judge, the warrant amount is $10,000. In reviewing the pretrial services report, I'd be okay with the court releasing him to pretrial services and giving him a chance to appear. Looks like it was a summons that was mailed to him. He claims he never got it.
State's or defense position?
Your Honor, we'd agree with that. It looks like the summons that they mailed it to is not the address he reported that he resides at with pretrial. So I think somewhere in the move, it got lost, but now he's aware of it and there's no indication he won't appear.
Yeah, I'm going to release you, sir, and through the supervision of pretrial services.
Okay.
Going to give you a new court date for an arraignment, which is the 24th, which is next Friday. Or no, I'm sorry, it's a week from tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. You're to have no contact with any victims, not return to the incident location, possess no firearms, alcohol, or drugs, and follow the recommendation of pretrial services. I'm also appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you in this matter. So you are being released, but you have a court 1 week from tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Hernandez.
Hello.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Roman Hernandez.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of narcotic drugs. The purpose of this hearing is to conduct a initial appearance and set release conditions on your case. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
I'm okay with his release to pretrial, Judge. He's steps eligible to be screened.
Attorney for the defendant?
We agree, Your Honor.
State defense waive time then?
Yes.
All right, sir, I'm going to allow you to attempt to enroll in the diversion program, which would result in the dismissal of your charges if successful. I'm going to set your matter for a diversion hearing, steps hearing on February the 25th at 9 a.m. I'm setting your matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 2nd at 1:30 p.m. Standard release conditions will apply in your case, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Also, I'm appointing the Office of the Legal Defender to represent you in this matter. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello.
Can I have your name, please?
Kyle Mason.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on 3 different felony complaints for felony shoplifting. Possession of narcotic drugs on 1. Shoplifting and another felony shoplifting. You're also here on a warrant out of the city of Tucson. The purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. The state have a recommendation in this matter?
Yes, Judge, as to all 3 felony interims, we're requesting a $20,000 bond plus pretrial services if posted. I listed on my written recommendations $20,000 on each. I think that would be appropriate, but the court may choose to issue a combined amount of $20,000. Judge, I would just note, Mr. Mason, I probably wouldn't typically ask for a bond on charges like this, but the interim complaint, specifically the detective, requests a high bond. He notes that Mr. Mason is a repeat shoplift offender with 12 convictions in the past 2 years, dating back to only April of 2023. He's on probation for 2 separate city court cases, and he shoplifted thousands of dollars worth of merchandise in the past 2 years. In the last 2 weeks alone, he's shoplifted over $1,000 from Target over at 6500 East Grant. Judge, we don't know how else to protect these victim businesses other than having him held. So we're asking for a $20,000 bond. I would ask that the court issue a do not return order for any Target and specifically 6500 East Grant. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, while I understand the state's concerns, the court still must impose a bond that's the least onerous conditions for the individual defendant. He is verified to be homeless and unemployed, and he doesn't have an active NBCA flag. And these are considered nonviolent offenses. So given those factors, we'd be asking for no more than a $8,000 bond on all cases consecutive or concurrent.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. On all cases, I'm going to set a preliminary hearing on February the 26th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. On each case, there will be a $5,000 bond. The total bond will be $15,000. Standard conditions will apply in all cases, including don't return to the scene of the crime, no alcohol, no firearms, no weapons. Additionally, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender in all of these matters. If bond is posted, I'll direct that he be supervised by pretrial services. So let's go on to your misdemeanor charge. You have warrants out of the city of Tucson. On the city of Tucson cases, I am going to release you and set your matter for a video review. That video review is going to be on, let me give you the date. It's going to be on the 25th at 9 a.m. I am appointing the office of the Tucson Public Defender to represent you in this matter. So you will have attorneys in all matters, and your total bond is $15,000. Good luck to you, sir. Is that what I wrote? Yeah, I put it up there. Yeah, my eyesight's not good enough to see what that box up in the far right is, but I think that's where I put it. Did I do it right? Yeah, you did.
So,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Michael Molina.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of misconduct with weapons. The purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. State have a position?
Judge, I'm okay with his release to pretrial. I went back and forth on this given the nature of the allegations, but he doesn't have any priors. So I'm okay as long as the court imposes a condition of no weapons.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, we would not object to his release or that condition.
Yeah, I'm going to release you, sir, and set your matter for a preliminary hearing on March the 10th. I'm going to release you through pretrial services.
Okay,
Standard conditions are going to apply, including the condition of no weapons. I'm ordering the further condition that if you have any weapons, you must surrender those to law enforcement. I'm further appointing the office of the public defender to represent you. So you are being released. Your new court date is March the 10th, sir.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you. Every attorney's a little different.
Bottom.
Because the people like it.
Oh, no, you're gonna do that.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
How are you?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
John Navarro.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the state have a position on release in this matter?
I'm okay with his release to pretrial, Judge. He appears to be steps eligible for screening.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, we're comfortable with this release. We also agree that he's steps eligible and we would waive any time on the preliminary hearing.
All right, sir, the prosecutor and your attorney are indicating that you're eligible for a diversion program that would allow your case to be dismissed if you complete it.
Okay.
I'm setting that hearing on February the 25th at 9 a.m. I'm ordering that you be released through the supervision of pretrial.
Okay.
I'm setting the matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 2nd at 1:30 p.m.
Okay.
So you are being released, but your next court date is the 25th of February. You must appear or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All right, good luck. Good luck to you.
Judge, what office is appointed?
The public defender.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You're good.
Hello.
You're good to go back.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Richard Shane Peck.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today. You're charged with misconduct with weapons, weapons possession during narcotic offense, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the state have a position on release in this matter?
Yes, Judge, I'm asking for a $15,000 bond plus pretrial services if that's posted. I would note I'm concerned about the nature of the offense where Mr. Peck has a weapon, a defaced weapon. He's got prior felony convictions, including an aggravated domestic violence case where he went to prison as recently as 2020. He's a 5 on the new criminal activity scale, a 4 on the failure to appear scale. For all those reasons, we believe a bond's appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, it looks like he has verified housing and support with his mother, but he is unemployed. He doesn't have an active NVCA NVCA flag. He's a 2 or level 2 supervision. It is considered a nonviolent offense. So given all those factors, we'd be asking for no more than a $5,000 bond.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing on February the 26th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm going to set a cash secured bond in the amount of $7,500. If he posted, it'll be released through pretrial. The standard release conditions will apply with additional conditions of no firearms. And if he does post bond and is released, he must surrender any firearms to the law enforcement. So your next court date again is February the 26th, and I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck to you.
Daniel?
Hello.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Miguel Pena.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on a charge of felony DUI. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions in this matter. State have a position?
Judge, I'm asking that he be held without bond. He's on release for another aggravated DUI.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, we'd be asking for a court date on the no bond as soon as possible, please.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to set this matter for a no bond hearing on February the 21st at 1:30 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. I'm sorry.
Wait a second.
I'm appointing, that's next Friday. I'm appointing the public defender in this matter. I'll set the matter for a preliminary hearing after that on the 26th. Sir, you're going to be held without bond because the allegation is this offense was committed while you were on release. You're going to have a hearing this week on that allegation. Good luck to you, sir. That guy likes to drink it back.
Rodriguez?
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Angel Rodriguez.
Hey, good morning. I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here today to conduct initial appearance in your case. Today, you're charged with burglary in the 3rd degree and possession of drug paraphernalia. Does the state have a position on release in this matter?
I'm fine with his release to pretrial services, Judge. Thank you.
Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, we would not object to that.
Okay, sir, I'm going to release you through the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. I'm going to impose standard conditions with the additional conditions of no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, no firearms firearms, no alcohol, no drugs. You are being released. You must appear in court on March the 10th. Failure to appear could result in a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're being released. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Make sure you call pre-trial, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Do you have anything further today?
No, Your Honor, thank you. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. Anything further from